Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome. But Office guys, long time no see. How do you enjoy BFA? I haven't really made a video because I was preparing for World First and all that stuff. I had some hardware issues as well. But guys, I want to first and foremost, I want to know how you are. And also, how do you enjoy BFA? What class you're playing? What is your main goal that you're gonna go for in BFA? Do you farm gold? Do you do PvE? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to see how everyone is actually enjoying this expansion. Because and I'm enjoying it really much, you know. In this video, I'm gonna talk about some controversial stuff of what I said now. I'm enjoying much, but I still think the BFA is in early development stage. It's not finished, I believe. And I will tell you why in this video. So I'm gonna make a discussion out of this, and I will expect you to tell me what you think in the comments below. It's not a video about crying or something. I'm just gonna think like what I think it's not still finished and how to fix it, you know. So I'm gonna suggest also stuff, because criticizing something without offering solution, in my opinion, is bullshit conversation. So I will not try to talk bullshit here. I will try to explain you more or less why I think the expansion is in early BFA, and why it thinks I think it's a bit more finishing. So let's just move into that. um First, I mean, guys, we ran for world first. I don't know if you know. I was streaming it. I said also on the YouTube community stuff. So I don't know if you follow that stuff as well. But anyway, I did world first run, right, with a team. So we basically teamed up with a team and couple of people from Endless Guild, and you know, we worked out a strategy. We trained it up. We did like a lot of dungeons. I don't know, like 2 fucking 100 dungeons or something. I don't even know how many dungeons we ran. I didn't make the counter or anything, but I know we done a lot of dungeons. We done a lot of content, and I have had the chances, you know, when you go into optimizing one dungeon run perfectly, so it runs like completely, like you need to min-max it's called, you know, you need to min-max everything. So you need to know where you can cut, how much you can cut, how much time it saves, what it's worth, and all that shit. And while you're doing that shit, you're learning a lot, like details that regular people just that is running through the dungeon will not see, you know, like mobs are teleporting you, some random mobs are following you without reason to do them so, because if you calculate how many moves you're gonna need and to interrupt and stun and all that shit so you have perfect runs, you need to calculate everything. And those kind of things normal people don't really notice unless you really focus on one specific content and just train it to perfection, right? So when we went there, the bugs that we were meeting and that we reported all like 10 times and over for the past like month or so, they're still not fixed. Like mobs are teleporting around, the boss suddenly resets out of nowhere 5 times in a row, wasting you like 15 minutes, for example, and a lot of frustration. You know, those kind of stuff are still not finished, but were reported. So I don't know, like I think Blizzard rushed into releasing this stuff because they kind of hyped it up. You know, global launch, it will launch everywhere, it will be here, you know, this summer, because everyone is expecting news about WoW Classic as well, and BFA was coming, so they need to release something to shut them down about Classic for a while. And then when this expansion goes into sunset, Classic will come. You know, it's basically the model they're going for. And I think that they kind of rushed it because of those reasons. And as you, I mean, today, at just specific example, today I wake up and I see, okay, I need to do world quest. I had the emissary from yesterday, and I have an emissary from today. But look at this emissary now. This is a proof of incomplete finish. Incomplete product, right? Unfinished, right? So you get an emissary, I'm balanced druid, right? And I cannot wield polyarms I mean, I can wield polyarms as balanced druid, but the thing is, look at the polyarm, right? It has agility on it. The thing, it's okay. It doesn't matter. You know, it's not based on spec, which is complete bullshit, and I will tell you how to fix it. Instead of like, you know, they give you weapon that is not really usable for a spec. That's one thing. Second thing, you're gonna be like, okay, man, I will use it as feral then. No, you cannot use it as feral as well, because it's you know, it's polyarm for not for ferals that has agility on it. You know, so maybe they're like giving you guardian or something polyarm, which still doesn't make sense. But in a way, let's say that I'm gonna want to switch to feral. Look at the damage on it: 81 DPS, yes, 81.1 damage per second. The blue 315 item level compared to 340 has 128.7 damage per second. Now I can see that the stats are a little bit different as well. This polyarm gives a little bit more agility, and that's the only gain you get. However, the DPS from this weapon is completely unusable. So instead, let me tell you how to fix this. Instead of giving this kind of stuff, okay, this this emissary, you're supposed to get weapon from honor bound. That's how the weapon is called, right? Honor bound pig sticker. So instead of honor bound pig sticker, give me honor bound weapon box, and I go to honor bound, or just right click it, and it opens up perfectly balanced weapon for myself, which also it's making the same shit as here, but I don't know, I can go turn one token for a weapon, and I can get myself a weapon from a vendor that sells weapons or something, so I can manually select which weapon I want. I want offhand. Okay, there we go. I have one token, I pick one offhand. There is a vendor, and these weapon tokens that you're gonna get from emissary, you just go to the vendor and just right click the whatever weapon you want. That's one way of fixing it. You have millions. I'm just coming out of top of my head just right now, because I just woke up and haven't been doing videos for a while, and I wanted to really make a video to greet you all guys and just go through some things that were in my head while I was going through like world first and leveling up, and now running through mythics and all that shit. I already have quite sufficient gear from the content. I really had no, like, look, I mean, mostly I got frustrated because I have 10 offhands. I've had 10 offhands, all of them scrapped basically right now, but I left the best one that I thought it was at the point. So I have a lot of weapons that I got from the mythics that are one-handed. I didn't got a single stuff in the whole expansion, like not a single stuff, man. I bought one stuff that was honor-bound stuff that you buy from auction house. It's 300 item level. And after that I got only one-handers, no offhand, not at all, and no stuff, not at all. So except going on auction house and buying the stuff that is 1.3 million currently on my server, or running mindlessly through some content that will give me 325 item level weapon, I don't have any other choice, and of course, and hope for the best, right? Because as you can see, emissary is not really working. A guildie of mine got I mean, I don't get it. He has where is it? Oh yeah, so he got this shit, which is offhand. He's a mage, and I get polearm, which is currently, I think it's just not a really optimized thing. And this is just one thing, guys. I mean, if I go through all the things that currently have been bothering me, and also the guildies and the stream and all that, I mean, on my stream, this is called BFA Early Access right now, because it still has so many bugs that are reported repeatedly, that I think that just... Oh yeah, the biggest one. You know what? Like on the first week, the twinking was not enabled, and that was... I mean, I'm gonna talk about leveling. If you want me to make like a specific video showing you all the level runs within the dungeons, how we optimize the dungeons, I can even make like separate videos about the runs. Like cut out Underoath run, see how we can do it in 3 minutes. Then cut out Altaldazar run, how we can do it in like less than 5 minutes. And then Cetralis, which is the longest and the most annoying dungeon in this expansion, how we can do it the minimum possible time that you can actually do it. I can make those videos as well, But right now I just want to cut one really big bug, or maybe intentional shit, because they knew that Athene is coming on the team, so we're actually fighting with Athene, like a conspiracy theory or whatever. So maybe they didn't enable the experience, but we wanted to twink ourselves, like 4 people twink themselves on 110, and you have the best power, and you go through dungeons, and that would happen if the experience stop was working. But in the first 6 hours or 5.5 hours, or exactly until we finished leveling, it wasn't enabled. And then suddenly we finished leveling, and the guy that was like supposed to relog every 10 or 15 minutes to check when the experience stop will be enabled, as soon as we dinged 120, he told us, guys, the experience it's working now. So I relogged to check myself, and I tried, and the experience stop was working. Now, I don't say that it's connected in any way. However, it might be. I'm just saying that it was a bug that stopped us from our plan. However, we had a backup plan that we knew that it would be slower a little bit. But, we had a plan that it was supposed to work, because that is a feature that Blizzard is supposed to give you, And on the start, even though we've reported, like I have personally reported that probably like 10 times and over, because I went to beta and I want to test twinking. However, I cannot test twinking without stopping the experience. And on beta, that wasn't an option. I reported a couple times, so they fixed it, to get to their attention, but it didn't went through for some reason, or they don't really care about the feedback. So, I reported millions of bugs, nothing really, nothing. Okay, like 30% of the bugs that I've reported, currently I see that they're fixed. Like, I don't want to say that everything hasn't been fixed. I'm just saying that most of the things that I've said that we've experienced so far are still I see in the live same as they were in beta, you know. Even though like 99% of the bugs on the stream I have reported personally myself by writing a real long description. Why this bug doesn't work, why I got teleported here, what this quest does, what this mob is bugged about. And I cannot really go through them now. They probably have logs of my account going there if they want to check my reports. But either way, you know, lots of those bugs transferred over live, and I really not satisfied with that. However, the expansion, the content, the creatures, the zones, the dungeons, not really much. The dungeons I'm not really satisfied with. You have a lot of like, I mean, I can probably make a guide about a specific dungeon, commenting on specific dungeon, why I think some dungeons are bad and you know how they can get improved. But generally, the systems and mechanics on certain dungeons are completely pointless. Like to the point where you don't know what to do with yourself. You know, you stay in the dungeon like an idiot and you have nothing to do, but they're making you wait for 1.5 minutes. You know, like go here and kill this one mob, and you kill the mob and then wait for like 30 seconds and then go kill here, and then just, you know, you have some pointless mechanics that I don't think that in a dungeon that should be engaging with you should exist, and that is my opinion on it. But I have like for every specific dungeon I have, for every specific you know, fight, I have some comment to add, because I have been doing these dungeons for really long time, and I got you know, some strong opinions on certain things, and I think that they can be changed into more enjoyable one, because right now it doesn't matter, you know. Normals for us was annoying. I can imagine when you go to Mythic plus 10, because I was doing those stuffs in beta. When you go to, no, plus 10 I didn't, but plus 5 I did. So plus 5, those dungeons, oh my god. Okay, so we will see when the Mythic Plus you know, comes out, what will be the reaction of the community. But you know, if you want me to make any extensive content on any extensive topic that I mentioned that I didn't went through in this video, let me know, because I have a lot of things to talk. You know, I have sustained myself from making videos while it was the training and stuff, and I'm back now, and I want to really make like this kind of conversation videos and what you think about BFA, and you know, how can we contribute together to actually make it better, because I really enjoy the game. You know, I want it to be better. I'm not talking this bullshit because I want to just troll and hate on shit because I have frustration built up, you know. It's a constructive criticism from my side, and I expect someone to be able to somehow get the word to Blizzard, so some of these things are kind of fixed, you know. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think below. Like the video if you agree with some of my opinions, or let me know why you don't, and dislike if you don't, of course, you know. But anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. It's been really super great for me to you know, just talk with you again and just interact in some way. And I just want to say thank you to all the Patreons as well. Yo, guys, thank you a lot for the support, man. We have new Patreons. I will make in the next video, because I cannot render right now. I'm just waiting to install some shit on my PC. I cannot run Adobe Premiere, but tomorrow I will try to render a video, and I will make a list of all the new Patreons. Man, we have like new Patreons. I'm really hyped. So thank you all Patreons, and thank you to all that are following the streams and subscribing over there and donating for my new gear that I'm expecting right now to arrive any moment. I just need like CPU now, and we good. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Stay cool, listen to your parents, be good boys. Until the next time, battle fist, and much love, no homo. See ya, and moving off.